Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Ridwanullah family. Welcome back to another episode of Ridwanullah TV Finances and Work Maximization Show. I'm your host, Life Finances and Work Maximizer, Hussein Mohamud, working to help you completely maximize your life, finances, and work in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, in today's episode, what I want to talk about is I'll be doing a couple of pilots, about 2 to 3 pilots for Ridwanullah Finances and Work Maximization Show. And just to kind of create some standards and expectations plus more is what we will be talking about bi'idhnillahi ta'ala in this particular episode. And inshallah, what I wanted to let you guys know real quick, our sponsors, announcements, and updates. Our default sponsor is the Ridwanullah Organization, Islamic Personal Professional Development Organization, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So big shout out. If you would like to sponsor, please send us your request at ridwanullahorganization@gmail.com, and we'll be able to kind of work with your request, budget, and details, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Announcements and updates. I'm still working on the Ridwanullah Planner. Ridwanullah University's Life Maximization Program is up and running. Hopefully you guys can join us by checking out at ridwanullah.com or in the link below, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. I think those are all the sponsorships, announcements, and updates that I have for you guys right now. Oh, and I'm still working on doing online coaching and consulting, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. If you would like to get more information, send us an email. We'll be able to provide that to you, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So that's pretty much it. I want to be able to just talk about the 2 to 3 pilots that I want to run in 2019 before we move on to the next year. We only have a couple of weeks left. 2 to 3 more episodes of these shows, and then we'll be able to shut it down for 2 weeks so I can go do my fourth quarter Ridwanullah retreat of 2019 for 2 whole weeks. I'll be shutting down everything, no shows, no work, nothing. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So I'm really, really looking forward to that, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And then after that, if these pilots work and people are giving me positive engagements and feedback, I'll be able to continue these shows and kind of expand them and make it bigger and better and kind of rinse and repeat on that, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, and figure out if I could give different offers and products and services through the business, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So that's what I'm thinking about as of right now. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm piloting a new show that I've been thinking about, that I've been planning and preparing for, that I've been struggling through, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. That's the message that I'm trying to get across to you in this particular show. Expect these different pilots in these next couple of weeks that we have left in 2019 before we wrap it up. And then hopefully if these pilots get good feedback, I'll be continuing them in 2020 bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, bi'idhnillah. So that's it. That's what I wanted to kind of share with you. The reason why I wanted you guys to know this is because as I'm working to leave my footprint and my legacy and inspiration and motivation in this dunya. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow me to do that so I can continue on into the akhirah, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Is that, whenever you want to inspire and motivate, whenever you want to do something amazing with your life, finances, and work, or whatever else of that, within that, or in or around that you want to do, you really have to not only do it for free. Obviously you do it for free, but you also have to figure out how you could build a business model around that, and not let it taint this whole process as well, and figuring out the distinction between the two. Some people think if you're doing it for free, you have pure intentions, and if you're doing it for money, you don't have pure intentions. And those are some of the topics that I would like to address within these things, and I believe they are mutually exclusive. I don't know exactly what that means, but what that means to me is that if somebody's doing it for free, it doesn't mean that their intentions are pure. And if somebody's doing it for money, it doesn't mean that their intentions are not pure. And I've been learning about that process for a little while now, because what I've been trying to do is to live my passion for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also to monetize my passion as well. So that is the intention behind these different the pilots of these shows that I want to do, which is the Ridwanullah TV finances and work maximization show. I know it's a mouthful, but it's for a specific reason though. But inshallah, keep that in mind. So the reason why I wanted to do that is because you don't want to just do something. You want to be able to do something for free, right? That people can benefit from, that is of high quality and everything else. But at the end of the day, bills got to be paid. You have different financial goals and ideas that you want to be able to accomplish. So if you could build a business around your passion, where on one half of it, you're giving as much as you possibly can for free, and on the other half of it, you are also charging for these products and services and everything else that you can imagine within a business context, that is what you have to do. That is the best model and framework that you can engage in, because not only will you be able to do amazing things for free, but this is something that will be your work, your 9 to 5, quote unquote, so to say. And you're able to impact and empower people in ways that are unbelievable, whether that's online, offline, or the combination of the two. And that's something that I've been working on for a very, very long time. And these different pilots that I'm coming up with, and to set some level of standards and expectations, plus more, is basically what I wanted to kind of get out into this world and put it out in my system. And some of the fears that I've had, just to kind of touch on that for a little bit, about creating a second show, because I only had Ridwanullah TV show, as you guys are aware of, for a couple of months or maybe a year or so right now. And adding on another show is extra work, extra thought, extra energy that I'll have to be able to expend and bring out. It's like basically double the work, right? And I was asking myself, with all the stuff that is going on in my life and work, in my finances and whatever else that you can think about, I was asking myself, do I have the capacity and capability to be able to start another show, to be able to create these different contents? And a part of me was saying, hell no. And another part of me was saying is yes. I don't know if some people consider that as a bad word, so I want to kind of tone that down a little bit. But a part of me was saying yes, and a part of me was saying no, depending on the emotional and mental state that I was in. Though that's the kind of ideas that I was thinking about. So I honestly don't know if it'll work, but one thing I do know is I come up with these ideas and these concepts, and I want to execute on them. I want to test it out. I want to experiment with them and see the level of engagement that I'll get from different individuals that are out there. Is it valuable? Is it useful? Is it entertaining? Is it educational? Is it profitable? Whatever you want to call it. Is it beneficial for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Those are all the different things that are coming up in my mind as I'm working on piloting this show and creating some level of standards and expectations, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. But I just want to test it out, see how it goes, and bi-idhnillahi ta'ala, create some level of standards and expectations and have some consistency with these different topics, and create an umbrella and deal with these deal with the macro topic and have some micro topics within that. As I've mentioned before, Mondays is going to be all about life and the different topics within life, which is vast. Have different levels of passion on every front. And then on Thursdays, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala, we're going to be covering finances and work, and all the different topics in finances and work. And the part that was kind of a little bit hard to kind of deal with was, I love finances and work, but in particular, I'm an aspiring entrepreneur, right? Not in the conventional sense, redefining a lot of different things for me personally, based on what's already been defined, what's already defined out there, and what is being redefined. out there, and I'm trying to work through all of that. And a lot of people don't consider what I'm doing work. And even to me, sometimes it gets hard, sometimes it gets easy. I'm trying to figure all that out right now. And the umbrella of that is finances and work. And even though finances and work is a category within life, I wanted to be able to separate that and put it in its own category and give it its own attention and focus and work and topics and addressing and different show and its own different offers and products and services to come after that, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. But it's hard to be able to figure it out, but that's what I'm doing, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. It's still a little fuzzy for me, and as I'm finding complete clarity and clarity and compulsion. I don't know. You guys, what I'm trying to create something that is complete, clear, and compelling to me. And as of right now, those are the two topics that I want to be able to learn more about. And obviously, the other part that I was struggling with is there's a lot of insecurities, a lot of feeling insufficient around these topics, because I myself I'm in the beginning stages of the different areas of my life, my finances and work, and I'm trying to figure it all out, to be quite honest with you. So a part of me says, who are you to address these topics? You know what I mean? Like what value can you provide when you yourself are struggling through these topics yourself in different areas of your life, finances, and work? But at the end of the day, every maximizer had a starting point. So as I'm working to completely maximize my life, finances, and work, this is the starting point. This is the idea. This is the ignition. This is the beginning. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. And we start with Bismillah, and we end with Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And inshallah, if you have any different ideas and different topics or constructive feedback, maybe you like the idea, maybe you don't like it, and you have different ideas for me, I'll be able to just keep producing these contents, keep producing these products and services for you guys for free and for exchange of some level of monetary gains for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I know some of you guys might not be able to agree with this, but the entrepreneurs exactly know what I'm talking about. But if you're not that entrepreneurial type and you would just like to benefit from the free content that would be hopefully very, very valuable, feel free to do that. To summarize and conclude, I'll be piloting this Ridwanullah TV finances and work maximization show, which is just a show for short. And just trying to create some standards and expectations moving forward for you and myself, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Hopefully this will be very, very beneficial for both of us. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, we will try something else, my people. Bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. I love you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful life and work, finances, and everything else in between. If not, this is the shows to be attached to because I'm going to be sharing with you guys a lot of value, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And that's pretty much it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Press the like button. That helps us and the algorithm and help us build this show. Leave your comments below and share it with somebody that will be able to benefit from this. And visit us at ridwanullah.com. That is where you'll be able to find a lot of the information. It's not the best that it could be right now. I'm still working on a lot of things, but your love and support will be greatly appreciated. And another shout out to our default sponsor, Ridwanullah Organization, an Islamic personal professional development organization that is designed to help you completely maximize your life, finances, and work in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And just the announcements and updates to kind of touch back on it again. I'm working on creating a productivity planner called Ridwanullah Planner, where it'll have calendars, planners, and schedulers, and it's a 47-week year productivity system that I particularly use on a regular basis to be as productive as I can be, as I am, and as I hope to be. And you guys will be able to utilize this and purchase this hopefully somewhere directly from me right now, and then hopefully I'll be able to get it on Amazon and then our own website bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So reach out to me for right now as I'm working on selling these units. I've already sold a couple. Hopefully you guys will be able to buy it. It's $47 bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And I'm also doing the Ridwanullah University Life Maximization Program. Feel free to join us there by going to ridwanullah.com/university Life Maximization Program. Bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. I don't have that link up and running yet, but hopefully you can go to ridwanullah.com or just figure out if there's a link in the description below. What else? I also do one-on-one online coaching, whether that's life and or finances and work. In those capacities, I'll be able to help you. If you are interested in that, send your request, budget, and details to ridwanullahorganization@gmail.com, and we'll be able to reach a decision there, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. I really appreciate working with you. Jazakumullahu khair, Ridwanullah family, for tuning in to another episode of Ridwanullah TV Finances and Work Maximization Show. I'm your host, Life, Finances and Work Maximizer, Hussein Mohamud, checking out by saying, never ever give up on completely maximizing your life, finances, and work in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.